Where's your hand at?
I'm C. She got hit in her wrist and in her chest.
Okay.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I don't know if she killed my dogs. I hope she didn't kill my dogs. There she goes. She right there. There she is.
Drop whatever you got. Drop it. Come here. Come towards me.
This is 57-year-old Fonda Spratt, who was captured when she went into an episode of violent rage. But this was not the end of the chaos. She would go on to make some shocking claims that will make you wonder what was really wrong with her.
I'm just being honest. If you turn me loose tomorrow, I'd probably go shoot somebody else or myself.
Fonda Suzette Spratt lived in Flowery Branch, Georgia. She'd worked in law enforcement earlier in her life. She'd worked as a cruelty investigator for Animal Patrol in DeKalb County for 16 years.
I don't know if she killed my dogs. I hope she didn't kill my dogs.
Isn't it ironic? Fonda had been living in the neighborhood since April 2022, and even though things were quite peaceful for a few months, it started to gradually change and eventually escalated to unforgiving actions. In the interrogation room, Fonda tells the detective about her wife Melissa and their 3 children and their family dynamic. She also adds that the kids are Melissa's, but because she didn't work, Fonda was the breadwinner for the family. When she's asked about the relationship with the neighbors, Fonda starts to explain their situation in detail, as well as the kinds of feelings she holds for them.
So how well do you know the people next door to you?
She works at Amazon with me.
Okay.
Or I think she's on leave, disability, mental leave or something. I don't know.
What's her name? I didn't get a chance to talk to
I don't know her last name.
her. Oh,
I call her Mo.
I got you. And she lives with her friend, girlfriend, wife.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So do y'all usually hang out together? Are you friends, or how's y'all's relationship?
Her wife doesn't really like me. I really don't like her wife, so.
Looks like she can be a little agitated there from time to time on certain things.
Yeah.
Fonda was aware of her neighbor's dislike for her, but was that enough reason for her to randomly open fire? The detective proceeds to ask Fonda what exactly happened on the day of the incident to get a clearer picture of the events that went down prior to and during the shooting.
Picked up my gun, and her door was cracked, and I walked in and started shooting.
So how many shots did you?
I don't recall, to be honest with you. I want to say 2 or 3. And I think I hit her.
What kind of gun you got?
9mm.
You know the make and model of it?
It's a Ruger.
Where do you normally keep that gun?
Up and above the stove where the kids can't reach it.
So which door? Did you go in the front door or the back door?
Back door.
Back door. And how was the door when you got to it? Was it open?
It was ajar.
Okay. You walked in. Who did you see inside when you walked in?
There was some other girl in there with her. I'm not familiar with her.
Where was she at?
I want to say she was to the left and he was forward in front of me.
Okay. So when you walk in, I guess that's the living area, correct? Like when you
I
walk
want to
in the
say
back
that
door.
was the kitchen area. When
What?
you walk into hers, mine, it's the living room area.
Okay. Yeah, because when you walk in the back door, there's a couch right here. So
Oh,
I
and
think
hers
it's
or mine?
Hers.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even.
Okay. So say this is the back door. This is the one that you said was cracked. And when you walked in, just for reasons of, depiction, this is the couch. There was a couch right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a kind of like that's a bar right there. And then there's a hallway, a doorway. And then, some tables and some little miscellaneous furniture items. So where was the female when you walked in? Where was she standing?
She was over here.
This,
Talking about you talking about the one that
the
was,
female you didn't know, where was she standing?
she was here,
Oh,
I think,
okay,
to
she
the
was
left. I think Monty was to the right.
Let's go with the unknown female. And your friend, can I say she's your friend, or what do you call her, Mo?
Mo,
I
yeah.
refer to it. Mo.
Yeah, she's a acquaintance.
She was kind of Right in here?
Right in there, yes.
Okay. All right, so you walked in, so this is you. You see her, and that's when you raised the gun and started shooting. So you intentionally pointed the gun at her to shoot her,
Yes.
kill her.
Yes.
Okay.
Now completely aware of the fact that her motive was to indeed kill her neighbor, the detective continues questioning her about the event.
Once that happened, what happened then?
I think the gun, when I fired the gun, it didn't hit her. I think it went to the right and hit the wall. And then she was running out the door and I shot again.
Now, where did she stay right there? Or
I'm not sure where she was. I wasn't concentrated on her.
So you took off after her and chased them as they went out?
No, I wasn't chasing. I stayed
right there.
I stayed right there. They were the ones running.
Okay. So you never moved through the house?
I don't think so, no.
But there's a bullet stuck in the front door, and then there's a hole in the...
Yeah, I fired it. I
Okay.
fired as she was going out the door.
As Fonda narrates the events, she quickly switches gears and asks the detective about the condition of her neighbor.
Is she okay?
I hadn't heard back on the status yet. She's still alive.
Where was she hit?
I'm not exactly sure. So. But I got an investigator that's there checking on everything there. So, but she's still alive. She was in stable condition.
Hearing her question about the status of her neighbor, the detective decides to match her pace and asks similar questions in order to understand if she really does regret the outcome that occurred from her shooting at her neighbors. But this is soon proven to be wrong when she utters her next words.
Cause there's a building, you got Chattahoochee, you got the parking lot and grass area. And you got this building across there. Now there was a hole in the building across the street.
Oh, wow. I don't know.
Did you ever come to the door and open it and shoot?
No. Never did that. I stayed I might have came halfway into the kitchen but I didn't go all the way into no, that I did not do.
So, did you not really think about the other people that was in adjacent apartments and stuff? Because the one next to her has a little 2-month-old baby.
No. I'm going to be honest with you.
I mean, your intentions was to kill her, but then you also have all these other people. Plus, your girlfriend is in the other apartment and her kids.
Fonda's indifference to the potential danger she posed to others reveals a deep-seated detachment from her community, leading to questions about the origins of her violent outlook and the experiences that shaped her mindset. The detective wastes no time in asking what exactly led her to take such a step, and she replies in quite a nonchalant manner.
I mean, the dogs are in a cage. I mean, you were an animal control officer. The dogs really bothered you that much, huh?
Well, let me put it to you this way. I haven't slept probably, I can't even tell you when I've had a full 4 hours sleep.
Well,
I know.
I'm trying. That same goes with a lot of us these days. Unfortunately, society has been crazy, but not every one of us go to that extreme.
I just had I don't know.
You ever been arrested before?
No, sir.
What did you do down in Jacksonville?
Was a cruelty investigator in Jacksonville, and I worked at Atlantic Beach Police Department. Yeah. Basically just patrolling the beach area.
No, the animal control, was that at Jacksonville Sheriff's Office or Atlantic Beach?
Atlantic Beach and Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Both.
Fonda blames everything on her mental health and the responsibilities that she has had to shoulder for so long. All her pent-up emotions finally came undone and she snapped. Yet she was certain that she wanted to murder her neighbor to release her stress. Was this fueled by working all those years as a cruelty investigator? Or was she simply a sadist? The detective asks her once again if she feels any remorse, and her answer is quite vague.
Do you feel any remorse for it? To be honest with you, I mean, that's what we're here for.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Just had enough. Just kind of done.
The detective then shifts gears and asks about Fonda's wife, Melissa, and her children, the people for whom Fonda had been working in the hopes of giving them a better life. They suspect that Fonda, who never had children of her own, might have gotten frustrated when taking care of them, which in turn might have fueled her aggression.
So where was your girlfriend during this?
She had just woken up.
Did she know that's what you were going to do?
I don't think she did. She was trying to get her eyes open, and I started getting upset, saying I'm tired of being woken up by these damn dogs, and she didn't know I don't think she knew I had the gun.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what she knew, to be honest with you.
The officers that rushed to the crime scene after the shooting had questioned Fonda's wife. She seemed puzzled during the whole ordeal, just like Fonda mentions during the interrogation.
She says that girl that we just took into custody is her girlfriend.
Yes.
So
Okay.
she woke up to whatever happened.
Okay, ma'am, if you step over here with me.
Radio night medical come from the railroad track. The road
How old is your baby?
Well, she's 9.
Okay.
She don't know nothing that's going on.
Okay.
Nothing. And I just woke up. I don't know. I think she just lost her mind.
Okay.
Because she ain't slept in a week. And she ain't on drugs.
Clear any other unit, slow down.
The detective now goes back to discussing the kids and how they had significantly changed Fonda's monotonous life that she was living before she met her wife.
How old are the kids over there?
Wow. One's 12, one's 9, one's 5.
Was that the 9-year-old that has strep throat?
Yes,
She seems sweet.
she is very sweet.
Fonda tells the detective that she had had to save Melissa from an abusive and unsupportive marriage. She decided to bring her home along with her children and later fell in love and ended up marrying her. But Melissa, who had been solely dependent on her husband before, could not start working to support the family, and thus this whole responsibility fell upon Fonda's shoulders. The new addition to her life, along with the other bills she had to pay, and the prescriptions for Melissa's younger child's condition, started to take a toll on Fonda's mental and physical health.
How's your relationship with the kids?
It's okay.
Do they, other than being sick, do they agitate you a lot or
They have been recently.
just being annoying?
Yeah, being
Like
kids.
kids.
Yeah.
I guess going through your life, and I'm not trying to say you're old, but most of your life you've never had kids. You don't have kids of your own, so you never really.
No,
I could see that.
I've never had kids. I mean, I've been in relationships with kids, but this has been a whole different ballgame. Sickness and need this, and I'm the only provider. Melissa's got MS.
The detective now knows the reason behind the misguided decision taken by Fonda, but they had one more question in mind. Where did she get a gun to shoot at her neighbors? Upon being asked about the gun, Fonda replies truthfully.
How many guns do you own?
That's the only one.
That's one. Where'd you buy it at?
Flea market, I think. The one off of in Gwinnett County. I forgot the name of the road.
Have you ever did anything like this before? Shot at somebody? How long have you had the gun?
I've had guns off and on.
Which there's nothing wrong with it. I'm a pro gun person.
Yeah, probably had it maybe a year and a half, 2 years now.
You shoot pretty good.
Yeah, it's a little, kind of shoots to the right, but yeah,
Was it good? 15 rounds, 17?
I think it's 15.
You kept it where again? Up over the
Over the stove.
stove in the cabinet.
Mhm.
So, did you keep it in any kind of lock or anything for it?
The detective is not surprised about her owning a gun due to her past occupations, but they now need to know what exactly she did to it right after the incident happened.
What did you do with that? What did you do after they ran out the door and you walked towards them or chased them, however you want to put it.
I went next door and told Melissa, I guess, heard the gunshots, and she started crying. She goes, "What did you do? What did you do?"
Did you go back out the front door or back out the back door?
I went out the front to see where they went.
What did you see when you went out?
They were standing up by the mailbox, and then they had, I guess, went further up the street.
I know, if you have this street and you come out, it was like, facing out, was it this way or that way? When you talk
When
about
you're
the street?
facing, it was to the left.
Okay.
That's
Did
where
you shoot again or anything out of it? Did
No.
you say anything to him then?
No.
What did you do with the gun after you did that?
I sat it down.
Remember where you set it down
I believe it was on the counter.
in their apartment or back in your
No, in
apartment?
mine. No, I didn't go back in theirs.
The detective understands the agitation and frustration that Fonda had felt due to her insomnia and her neighbors not being cooperative. But now they want to know whether Fonda herself put in any effort to let them know that they were being loud and hampering her sleep schedule.
Well, why try to kill Mo instead of the dogs?
Because I was agitated with her. Because I kept telling her, she kept playing her music loud, and
But y'all always got along, right? I mean, before this? I mean, have you ever talked to her and said, hey, can you keep your music
yeah, I
down?
did. I went over there one time. I think it was last week. She was like bamming her music loud. And I said, I knocked on the door. I said, please, I'm begging you to turn the music down. I can't sleep as is.
Unfortunate circumstances sometimes.
Fonda did make an effort to let the neighbors know and ask for sympathy towards her situation, but it did not go as planned. Yet the steps she took after she got triggered by the noise was also not justified, since attempting to shoot one's neighbor just because of loud noises is not something a sane person would do. Fonda tells the detective that she also dialed 911 to let them know that she had shot somebody.
When the police, they were called, did you call the police?
I did.
What did you say to them?
Told him I shot the neighbor.
And when what happened? Because when I got there, the officer was handcuffing you, I guess. Did you come out?
I did. With my phone in my hand.
Her letting the authorities know of what she had done shows that she did not exactly lack humanity. But it was the current situation that agitated her to take such an unforgiving step. However, this was not the whole truth, and the detective found out more after questioning her about her mental condition. Upon being questioned further, Fonda reveals something quite disturbing.
How long have you thought about doing this?
Myself or shooting somebody.
Shooting, well, I mean, you have feelings too, so how long have you thought about yourself?
Probably a good month, 2 months.
Is that because of you not being able to sleep, or, I mean, the dogs?
It's sleep,
I mean,
it's everything.
Is there something else going on in life that is causing it?
All kinds of, not used to having a family. IRS is on my for 8 to 10 grand.
I wish it hadn't come to that, but I mean, it did. And I appreciate you being cooperative and letting me know.
Just being honest. If you turn me loose tomorrow, I'd probably go shoot somebody else. Or myself.
So now that you shot somebody, you feel that you might go back and shoot somebody else. But you've never tried to kill anybody before.
No.
I guess that made you feel good, just be like, oh, relieve some pressure here.
I don't know about that. I'm tired. You
I
ever
can
just
see that.
get tired?
Oh, yeah.
Where you just
We all been, I've been doing this for 26 years. You've been doing it for 13. Yeah, I guess tired. But you have to find a way to get through it. And of course, there's always help, and sometimes it's hard to find that help. I get that.
I don't have any help. I don't have anybody.
That's not a reason to take somebody else's life.
I know.
Fonda had had thoughts about taking her own life, but when the situation got unbearable, she chose to end someone else's life instead. This shows the detachment she has with her own as well as with others' emotions. The detective asks her if she has anything else that she would like to talk about as the interrogation reaches an end.
But I mean, there's always times if you wanted to, once we get your hands unbagged and cleaned and everything, always write an apology letter if you wish to do that to her.
What good would that do me?
That may help you in different ways, though. It may help her cope with it. I mean, if all you had against this girl was there something else besides the loud music and barking dogs and her not listening to your request? I mean, was there something else there that was going on?
She's just agitated. She was the one
The detective finally tells her what she will be charged with, and she does not budge or show any signs of emotion. She listens and silently accepted her fate.
Can you tell me what I'm going to be charged with?
Right now, all I know is aggravated assault, burglary for you coming into the house, proper possession of a firearm, commission of a felony. I'll let you know everything once I sit down and figure everything out. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well, I haven't lied to you.
Yeah, I know. I mean, why would I lie to you about charges when you go find out on?
I mean, you know,
That's what I know about.
I'm trying to be honest with you.
I appreciate that.
And how much time does that usually carry?
That I can't specific. Was that minimum? What's aggravated assault? The wordage it's changed so much, but it's around 20 some plus years. Of course, it's not one of those it's not a rape, but rape is like a minimum sentence of 25 years. So it's not like that. But I mean, you did intend to kill this girl, so.
Yeah, go big or go home, right? No, I'm just kidding.
On September 15th, 2023, Fonda Spratt pleaded guilty to home invasion, 2 counts of aggravated assault, 2 counts of criminal attempt to commit murder, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime. For her crimes, she was sentenced to 65 years, with 27 to be served in prison, and the remaining 38 on probation. She also had to complete 40 hours of community service, seek mental health treatment, and reimburse her neighbor for treatment expenses up to $2,000, according to the court documents. Fonda has been serving her sentence, while her neighbor who she shot received the immediate and necessary medical assistance that saved her life, and has since recovered. But this case raises the question of mental health and the consequences that can arise when not taken seriously. Now we ask you, do you think this would have happened if Fonda had found people with whom she could have discussed her problems and struggles? Would this whole event occur if the neighbors accepted Fonda's request and decided to cooperate with her needs? Share your opinions in the comments section below. For more such content, like, share, and subscribe to our channel.